What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below right now, as it's completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on new videos that come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you up to date here with everything. And also, thanks so much for hitting the like button for us down below. First up, the Biden administration has extended the national COVID public health emergency for another 3 months. This is very, very important for multiple different reasons. Tens of millions of people were waiting for this and very concerned about this. This directly affects stimulus benefits now and in the future for multiple different reasons. You can see this here directly from the New York Times. Biden administration extends national virus public health emergency for another 90 days. Here is some details on this. They have extended the public health emergency that was set to expire on the end of day on April 15th or April 16th. They have extended this for 90 days, and this was announced by the Department of Health and Human Services, and this will allow millions of Americans, for multiple different reasons, covered by government health insurance programs or private insurances, to continue getting free tests, treatments, and vaccines, for one reason. Number two is that this will continue SNAP benefits, the extra SNAP benefits that tens of millions of people are getting from dozens of states, and Medicaid benefits that would have expired on April 15th if they did not extend these. Okay. So there are dozens of states that are currently extending these extra benefits. And this also means that states that have stopped these can now extend these as well. The current list of states that have acknowledged extra SNAP benefit extensions for the month of April, that are now here are, you can see here on the screen: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Georgia, Guam, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, the Virgin Islands, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. I'll scroll down in case I'm in the way there. But as you can see here, more states are literally being added by the day here. This is for the month of April here. And there can still be more states that can be added on here for the month of April. And now that they've actually extended these benefits for 3 more months, we could actually see some more states do this. Remember, this cost each state millions and millions of dollars, and then the governor has to okay this, as well as sometimes the state legislature. So this is money that comes directly from the state. So you know, that's sometimes why states don't do this. Depends on how willing your state is to actually help the people. But you can see here, there's a lot of states that are doing this. And if the Biden administration had not extended this pandemic health emergency, this would have affected people on Medicaid. They would have lost benefits, some of their benefits, and SNAP people would have lost their extra emergency benefits, or their extra money that they're getting on top of their normal allotments. And You can see here there's also the pandemic EBT as well that's going on here for the school year 2021-2022. The following states and territories have been approved to operate a pandemic EBT school year. And here's the current list of states that have now said they're going to send out bonus money for school children to basically pay for school lunches here. School states and territories: American Samoa, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Indiana, Kentucky. I think I can zoom this in a little bit here. I might be in the corner. Maine, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia, Wisconsin. I never know how high up I am there in the corner because I can't see myself when I'm in this picture-in-picture. But yeah, that's the latest for pandemic EBT school benefits. So there has been some new states added to that list. But the good thing is here is that this has been extended. So pandemic EBT, SNAP benefits, as well as Medicaid benefits. Also, this kind of shows you that the Biden administration is extending benefits, and these are directly stimulus benefits. All of these are stimulus benefits that are still going out. So if they hadn't extended the pandemic health emergency, all of those would stop. So these are still stimulus money that are still going out. This goes all the way back to 2020 when former President Donald Trump actually extended the pandemic health emergency, and it's been extended multiple times from both former President Donald Trump and President Biden. So we have SNAP benefits, pandemic EBT benefits, we have Medicaid benefits, we have rent assistance, mortgage assistance, and we have a homeowner assistance. We also have utility assistance going out. Now we have all these states that are doing state stimulus checks, pausing gas taxes as well. We have some states doing other things like property tax rebate checks. That's part of the Illinois state package that they're doing. Like, for example, Illinois has a lot of states are doing what we're kind of calling multi-tier state packages. So some states are doing that's really kind of just the best way to say it, where it's kind of like a stimulus package on the state level where they're doing multiple different things. And you can see here from NBC Chicago, but that's just the news station here. This is for the whole state of Illinois. Chicago, the city of Chicago also has their own stimulus lottery where they're giving away 50,000 stimulus debit cards and gas cards, and also transportation cards for people who don't have cars. But that's just for the city of Chicago. For the whole state of Illinois, they kind of have like a stimulus package for the state. It's kind of multi-tiers, direct checks, grocery sales tax to be suspended, and property taxes and stimulus checks, and also the gas tax will be frozen through 2023. So people are going to be saving money in multiple different ways. It's a pretty cool package. That's like I said, multi-tier. You could see here, lawmakers in Springfield have announced an agreement on a new budget with more than $1.8 billion in tax relief coming for Illinois taxpayers, including direct checks, a suspension of grocery taxes, and a freeze on the state's fuel tax. According to Governor J.B. Pritzker and Democratic leadership in the Illinois legislature, The new budget will be once again balanced, with $1 billion being earmarked for the state's rainy day fund and $1.8 billion in tax relief earmarked for taxpayers. I mean, that's a lot of money. The state's 1% sales tax on groceries will be suspended for the entirety of the new fiscal year, which will save taxpayers up to $400 million through July 1st, 2023. So that's for a whole year plus. The state's fuel tax, which was going to increase in July due to inflation, which pretty much all states do, will not increase through January 2023 for a taxpayer savings of $70 million. Property tax rebates, which are basically checks for property owners of up to $300 per household, will be included in the budget, along with an expansion of the earned income tax credit. That's for low income earners. So you file an income tax return with the state, and you get a check back. It's just like a federal tax return. There's the earned income tax credit. It's also known as the adult tax credit. I covered that recently, where you can get up to $6,900 back from the federal government. It's known as the adult tax credit or the earned income tax credit. But there's also state earned income tax credits. So Illinois is expanding that, where you could get money back from the state as well. So who knows? You could get hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars back on that as well from the state, and multiple, probably, I don't know, maybe even all states have that as well. You'd have to look it up on whatever state you're from here. But if you're middle or low income, look that up, whatever state you're from. Finally, in addition to those other checks and that gas tax relief and that grocery tax relief and all those other things, families will receive direct checks from the states pending approval of the budget. Each individual will also receive a check of $50 per adult. So two adults will receive $100 in addition, and $100 per child, in addition to these other checks of $300 per household if you own a home, and these other things, pausing the gas tax and the sales tax on groceries for a whole year, which is going to save taxpayers $400 million. So yeah, I mean, I really like that bill from Illinois. You can let me know your thoughts on that, because again, it's $1.8 billion in it's the checks themselves are not like super large, but if you're a property owner, you're gonna get $300, and if you have a family, you're gonna get multiple checks there. You're gonna save money on groceries, save money on gas, and then we just have all these other states here in addition. And we're just seeing more states here just pretty much on a weekly basis. If you've been watching my show, I'm just covering them all as soon as they come up. If you know of any other states here that I haven't mentioned, please mention them in the comments. But the most recent ones have been New Mexico just passed $500 checks. These are passed. $500 to individual taxpayers and $1,000 to married couples. Again, these ones are passed. Alaska has passed $2,600 payments in their House of Representatives. Still has to go to the Senate, I believe. New York has $1,000 stimulus checks here called the Family Freedom Inflation Relief Checks, proposed by a New York State Senator, Daphne Jordan. They also have $250 stimulus check proposals for everybody who owns a car. So if you own 2 cars in your family, $500. You own 3 cars, $750. 4 cars, $1,000. So that could be interesting as well. That's similar to California's proposal, which would be $400 per person or per car, $800 per married couple if you have 2 cars in the state of California. And also, California is almost for sure going to send one out here. They have $45 billion plus in a surplus here this year. They sent out stimulus checks to over 27 million people last year. Last year, they were $600 and $500 extra for people that had children for a total of $1,100 if you filed a state tax return and made under $75,000. This year, they could go to car owners if they just do them a little bit differently. Really just depends on it, but the governor says they're almost suredly going to send out something again this year. But last year they went out to 27 plus million Californians, and they're probably going to go out again this year as well, says the governor. But Nancy Pelosi, leader of the Democrats in the House, and a lot of Democrats are also pushing for stimulus checks as well. Even potentially a monthly stimulus check. There was a $300 per month stimulus check bill floated, which would be the same amount as the child tax credit. Could be $3,600 per year, which was the same as the child tax credits as well for children under the age of 6. So that could really add up. That could be $7,200 per family, or for two adults. That's quite a bit of money. That's quite a bit of money if you actually think about it here. You can see here Democrats push for $300 a month stimulus checks to help Americans struggling to pay for sky-high gas prices as a gallon soars past $6 a gallon in LA. Yeah, California's got those sky-high gas prices because they just their prices are just different than everywhere else in the U.S. But stimulus checks on the federal level are also probably, in my opinion, going to happen because it's an election year. Biden's approval rating very low. The House and the Senate are up for re-election. Even Nancy Pelosi says that she prefers rebate cards or payments, direct payments, and says they're being considered to fight high gas costs instead of doing a pausing of the federal gas tax, which is 18.6 cents per gallon, because it would benefit the oil companies. She says that a stimulus check, a direct payment, would be a better option, and I actually agree with her. And remember that the third stimulus check was passed by Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats. They passed it without a single Republican vote. Not a single Republican voted yes on that $1,400 stimulus check in the House or the Senate. They all voted no, and the Democrats passed it through the reconciliation process. So they can pass another stimulus check on the federal level, even without any Republican votes, through the reconciliation card. Which, by the way, my reconciliation cards seems to be missing. it it has gone missing, and we don't know who the culprit is. But I have a feeling it might be a little short little man who runs around here and is going to be turning 4 years old here soon. Yeah, so going to have to find it because it's quite a famous card around here. We're going to have to find that thing. Yeah. Also, just in case I don't leave anybody out here, there's a really big famous plan here as well. The Pennsylvania governor just came out here very recently and said that he wants $2,000 stimulus checks to be passed as part of their budget this year for all Pennsylvanians that make under $75,000 or $80,000 here, and that was quite the fanfare of Pennsylvanians, because I had quite a lot of comments of people that said Pennsylvania was the governor needed to step up on that one. So yeah, so Governor Wolf has now a $2,000 plan. Maybe he had heard heard you guys, but yeah, Pennsylvania stepping up, and honestly, I'm really starting to see kind of a snowball effect, because all these states have billions of dollars. They all got billions of dollars from the last stimulus package. Now that it's 2022, remember it's really still early. I know everybody needs help, but you got to remember that these states think differently. They're sitting on the money. Governors are thinking differently as well. A lot of these governors are rich and powerful, and unfortunately, they don't think the way you and I do. I know that everybody needs help. I feel your guys' pain. If I was your guys' governor, I would have already sent out the money. Um, that's why that's why if you see my comment the other day, that I really think that any type of help that goes out, whether it's state stimulus checks, grocery tax relief, gas tax relief, student loan help, SNAP relief, anything, any type of stimulus checks, anybody that gets help, I feel good for those people. Of course, I would love to see more stimulus checks for everybody. But when I see anybody get any type of help right now, I genuinely feel good for them. And I don't get like animosity or like hatred or anything when I see like student loan payments that were just paused for when were they paused till the August 31st or something like that. Yeah, August 31st. And, now we just had SNAP benefits. The pandemic health emergency was just extended for 3 more months, and then millions of seniors and children will be able to get additional SNAP benefits if their state is offering it. Hopefully, we'll have more states step up and offer that as well. Hopefully, we'll have more governors step up to the plate and offer more of that as well. And honestly, I want to continue to see more and more help be pushed out because honestly, you can actually see that there's just so many people in need right now. The pandemic kind of started a lot of it, and now inflation has really exacerbated it. And food prices now even worse has worsened it a lot. So, and this is why I speak to millions of people here. We've had over 165 million people watch this channel here, and I've had members of Congress watch this channel. They have contacted me in the past, and I know some of them watch this channel, so I'll continue to be a voice here for you guys. I send messages out to Congress here as well, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comments. I read them every single day, pretty much on every single video as well. I'm a busy guy here too. I got a family life. I film 3 videos a day as well, but I read your guys' comments here on every single video. I send messages out for you. I talk to members of Congress periodically, and they have contacted me as well. So I'm doing everything I can for you guys. You guys know that I've given away thousands of dollars of my own personal money as well to viewers in my community. So I'm doing everything I can on my side. As always, I encourage you guys to reach out to your elected members as well. I'm not an elected member of Congress or anything like that. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, so I don't choose sides or anything like that. But I do encourage you to reach out to your members of Congress, your governors, your state officials, and everybody like that because it's an election year for governors, for state officials, for the House, the Senate. Not the presidency, but his approval numbers are not doing great either. So everybody's feeling the pressure right now. So feel free to reach out to them. Reach out to them on Twitter, email them, call them, let them know. Hey, you are elected by us, the people, and let them know about stimulus, SNAP benefits, rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance, and everything that you guys need to know about. I'll link you to some helpful videos on where to get these assistance. I have videos showing you how to apply for this stuff. It's completely free. I don't charge anything to show you how to get this stuff. As always, watching my videos are completely free. Subscribing is completely free, and I will keep you in the loop here on everything going on here in our country. So make sure to subscribe down below to our channel. As I said, it's free to do so. Remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click this top video here to watch my newest video next. This bottom video shows you how to get government utility assistance, which will pay your utilities. This top video over here shows you how to apply for rent assistance. You can get up to 12 months of your rent paid from the last stimulus package. And this bottom over here shows you how to get homeowners assistance up to $80,000 in some cases. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.